You're watching OSN Crick.
Welcome back to Harare Sports Club. It's game 2 of the Surya Pump Cup, a 4-match series which Zimbabwe are leading by 1-0. Unchanged team for Zimbabwe, I'm delighted to say, alongside me for the first half an hour on commentary is former Zimbabwe captain Brendan Taylor. That's a pretty good balanced side, isn't it?
Thanks, Manners. Yes, it is. It's an opportunity for Regis to cover to stake a claim up top with Hamilton Masakaza nursing an injury.
They have made a couple of changes. CP Rizwan comes in and Zahur Khan didn't play in the first game as well. So there's 2 changes. Mohamed Butta and Sultan Ahmed have made way. That's one leg break bowler, Mohamed Butta, who's an off break bowler, replaced by a leg spinner in CP Rizwan, and Sultan Ahmed, the slow left armour, who actually looked pretty good. And there's Ryan Mustafa, who, as I've said, has played some really long innings in first-class cricket. Straightforward catch. Oh, no, it wasn't straightforward. It was brilliantly taken. Timson Maruma, running in from second slip, holds the ball up to confirm he did get the fingers underneath it.
Looked pretty conclusive. He's an athlete, Timson Maruma. Jarvis has slammed this one into the wicket, got it nice and high. Great area as a batsman, a little bit of a blind spot there. Timson Maruma, comfortable catch. Yeah, 2 fingers just underneath it, I think. Great start by Zimbabwe.
1 for 1 after 1. That's very well played.
Oh, again, he's got him. He's got him. I thought it was an inside edge. Gone down to fine leg. Again, questionable foot movement from UAE, and Ashfaq, who's worked so hard to try and survive this onslaught from Zimbabwe, has got an inside edge, I think, and just canters into leg stump. Jarvis better, a little bit fuller, just outside off stump, no foot movement. There's the inside edge, and you can just see the bails on the floor. Big wicket for Zimbabwe. Ashfaq Ahmed gone for 8, bowled Jarvis, UAE, 12 for 2. Mohammed Usman, 25 matches. Reasonable average, 24.64. He's still new to international cricket. He's got himself 250s and a high score of 80. This could be interesting for UAE, a left-hand, right-hand combination. It's a good start. Welcome to the crease, Mr. Usman. This was the first wicket for Jarvis for today. Nice gather, maybe could get a little bit higher on that, but just cantering into leg stump.
In the air, gone! Good catch by Timson Maruma at second slip. Kyle Jarvis just rushing the batsman, and again, Dirk, we've been talking about this tentative, the batsman from the UAE.
Well, it's 3 for Jarvis, 2 in 1 over, and not really committed to the shot. I wouldn't say it was a fantastic delivery. It was going to go wide outside off. He's fended at it, and simple catch to Timson Maruma rather at second slip. They're 3 down UAE. They're in trouble early on here at Harare Sports Club. It's Usman gone for naught. UAE 12 for 3.
Nicely played. Be a couple to the UAE batsman.
Good job, eh?
Keep going, Chado. Keep going, Chado. Beach, done.
Nicely played. Slightly over-pitched by Kyle Jarvis. He's given that the full face. Good chase by the captain, PJ Moore and Raza.
How's that?
Hunting in pairs.
Sneak one in. Yeah, I see that.
I think that's a terrific shot, actually. That is highly skilled from Ghulam Shabir. Use the pace.
First boundary and team over.
Unorthodox but effective. Oh, that's deliberate, isn't it? That's a top shot. It's a welcome boundary for UAE. Look at how he just stands on that and just opens the face of the blade and gets it through. Nice shot. He's waited on that and has just leant into that. Didn't try and overhit that. There's should be a boundary that.
Despite the best efforts of Brandon Mavuta, the leg spinner, he's quick across the ground. And, always thought there might just be a bit too much on it for him, but certainly blown the cobwebs out. That's a full-on 60-metre sprint. Just took second slip out and moved him to gully. I suspect it might have missed second slip anyway, but the captain went on a hunch, and he's just previous delivery. Literally, he's moved second slip to gully, and he doesn't know where to go now. Timson Maruma, he's moved back to second slip, and the bowler, I think it would have been just wide of second slip, wouldn't it?
Probably. Thick outside edge that. Throwing caution to the wind, Ghulam. He's gone hard at that. It's a good length again from Jatara, getting it to move across the left-hander. And rather for Chucho Sili for the UAE, they get a boundary. This time short and pulled away. There's a man back there. Raza is the man doing the cleaning up. And the throw is in there, but pretty safe indeed. So that's good running. That's very good running indeed. Immediately shot and wide, and that's been slapped away through the offside for 4. What a stroke that is.
Yeah, what a loosener from Donald Tiripano. We've just given him the big build-up, and he's bowled a wide long hop. First delivery. That's too short, too wide. Yeah, well played. Another loosener, really, from Donald Tiripano. Is just too wide. But very, very nicely done by Shayman Anwar.
He's looking good, isn't he? Again, not a great delivery from Tiripano. Too short and too wide, and he just rides the bounce. This time just doesn't try and overhit it.
Early turn for Raza, but maybe too much, and it was too short as well. And it allowed Shayman Anwar the opportunity to pick up his second boundary.
Shayman Anwar has been positive. Look at how he picks the length early, and he rocks back, uses his crease nicely, and it just rolls his hands on top of that. So he has to keep it down, and it's gone behind square on the offside. There's a man at 45, no chance.
Shayman Anwar, take a bow. He hasn't held back there, has he?
Yeah, 27 off 27, 100% strike rate. Is looking dangerous at the moment as Shayman Anwar. This time a little bit too full, and it's crunched that through the offside. It's thrown the kitchen sink of that.
Yeah, he did. He hit it hard, and he wanted to too. We often talk about not having to overhit it, and that one's also width outside the off stump. Damp outfield will prevent that one from going for 4. Solomon Mire does the chasing, but there'll be a comfortable 3.
It's because of the positive approach with that. The 50 partnership comes up, 54 now. The partnership of 53 deliveries. Having a look at that delivery again from Sikandar Raza, a little bit too short and too wide.
Short one, pulled away. And Chatara will make good ground. Good fetch from him on the boundary. So that single will end the 17th over, 72 for 3. Just the 2 off the over, so a good one from Williams. Oh, excellent delivery. A bit of bounce, a bit of turn, and he's asking a few questions in his first over. 18 bowls, 74 for 3. Raza to continue. That one given a bit of air, and it's going to race away really over this outfield, all the way to the boundary for 4. Too full, too wide, and an easy put away in the end.
Very well executed. A little bit of width, a little bit too full from Raza. No sweeper boundary, so free shot, well pierced. Great hands.
Better. 28 gone, 106 for 3. Thick bottom edge, but it might run away down to that third man boundary for 4. It won't. Good chase from Tendai Chatara, but they'll get back for 3. You'll remember his first over in the last game as well. He struggled. I think he had 3 or 4 full tosses in that first over. .47 not out. And well, he's batted nicely. 60 balls, 6 fours in that, and that's his ODI career. 38 matches, 1,165 runs, and a decent average. 32.
One of the oldest men in international cricket, never mind just for the UAE. That is another full toss, and easy 6 for Shaiman Anwar, if there is such a thing. But that really was knee-high full toss, and 50 for Shaiman Anwar. It's his first maximum. It's the first maximum of the match. 6 fours as well. 53 from 61 deliveries. 4th wicket partnership, 110 from just 137 deliveries between Ghulam Shabir and Shaiman Anwar. But unfortunately, and this is a real pity, because the batting side wouldn't have minded at all continuing. And it's not, remember, the decision of the fielding side or the batting side. It's purely an umpire's decision. That and it's a cumulative decision. I did say that the drizzle was heavier now than at any other time during the day.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we're going to have some action. It's the Surya Pump Cup for 2019, Zimbabwe versus the United Arab Emirates. This is the second one-day international from Harare Sports Club, and we're about to get underway. Sean Williams into the attack, and well, both bowler and wicketkeeper went up in unison. And umpire Sean George has signalled wide. I just thought there might have been a little sound there. And usually when the wicketkeeper and bowler go up together, it's a sign that there is a sound. Well, that's smashed away through the leg side. Should come back for 2. Ah, they're going to have to hurry. But the return from the outfield, a poor one. Brendan Taylor alongside. What do you make of this?
An aggressive shot and well played to him. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Oh, there's a big deflection there, yeah.
Oh, it's up in the air. It's a big one. Will it carry the distance? Yeah, it does. It went a long way up into the cloudy sky. It teased the fielder Timson Maruma for a while, but in the end, dropped safely over the boundary boards and maximum.
In the slot, Sean Williams, Shyman Unwork, great execution, good power. Comfortably clearing. So the intent is clear.
Yeah, they're going after it. That's a better response from Sean Williams. Quicker, I think you have to be that way. You have to adjust your lines and lengths and pace according to the situation. Earlier on, fine to give it a bit of air. Now, you need to be darting them in. As on that occasion, giving the batsman no room and no real way to use the feet and hit you over your head. Right, so the rain has dissipated. It's still very cloudy, and this just a confirmation of the revised playing conditions. The match has been reduced to 35 overs a side. 5 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 7 overs, and they're the power plays: 1 to 7, 2 to 21, and 3 to 7 in the second innings. So I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see how the UAE go about this. We saw in that first over, they're going to come out all guns blazing and make sure that they get as many as possible.
Down the ground again. Strong shots. Again, Zimbabwe will be happy with that. With these two batters at the crease, Zimbabwe desperate to get at least one of them out. If they bat the 5 overs, these two, I feel they will get 10 and over.
That's a lovely shot, trying to get it up in the block hole. A quicker delivery. It was a full toss, had all the pace on it, and all he had to do was get some part of the willow on it. A boundary to end the over. That makes it a good one. 143 for 3 now.
Terapana to start the 32nd over, and he does have some skill. You'll see some change-ups. You'll see cutters into the wicket, wider Yorkers, slower ball bounces.
Baseball style, up in the air, fielder getting underneath it, easy catch, Sean Williams. He's not going to drop those. Just gave himself a hint of room. Did Gulam, trying to swat it away over the offside, ungainly and not effective on this occasion. Tirapano strikes with his very first deliveries.
He's gone, yep, he's taken the pace off, he's gone hard into the wicket. Never easy to hit that over mid-off. High on the bat, comfortable catch by Sean Williams. A much needed wicket by Zimbabwe cricket. And that's the 4th wicket gone down.
It was in the air for a long time. Sean Williams, cool as you like. He's not going to drop those. And a much needed breakthrough. He was doing some damage. Was this bloke? What an innings from him. Gulam Shabir out for 56 and 143 for 4 now. Well, he's got a wicket with his first ball, Donald Tirapano. And he's kept it down to a single with his next one. The new batsman is Mohammad Naveed. And as long as they can keep Anwar off strike, 71 of 71, they'll be happy with that. Bowl at the new batsman. 37 matches for Naveed. Strike rate, healthy one, 124. So he gives it a fair whack, best of 45. And that's why he's been sent out to do some damage. And he's there because of this. Just giving himself a hint of room. Gulam trying to swat it away over the offside and not making the requisite contact. That's what you're talking about, Brendan Taylor. That slower ball bouncer, really well bowled on that occasion, into the deck and just loops up past the batsman. Great disguise. Tried to follow him, and it's gone way down the leg side, evades the diving outstretched hands of Regis Chakabva. That's a gimme. That's not the way you want to start. 4 wides, very first delivery. There's the slower ball, the cutter. Ow, he's got him. He hit it right out the middle of the bat. Straight to Kyle Jarvis, who's plucked it out of the cloudy sky. That's an excellent catch. He's nursing a very sore finger. That's a very, very good catch. As mentioned, it went in a hurry to Kyle Jarvis, standing on the edge of the circle at mid-off. It was the slower ball, the cutter from Tendai Chitara. And he's picked him out beautifully. Have a look at that. That's all of it. It's got there so quickly. And Jarvis has taken it. A bit of give. and he got rid of it pretty quickly. Gave his hand a shake. That's a good wicket. Huge wicket, because this guy can do damage. Shaiman Anwar, what an innings he's played. 72 off just 73 deliveries. He's gone. And the UAE now 153 for 5. Chirag Suri is the new man for the UAE. Just the 10 games for him. Nothing really to speak of early on in his career, though. Right, penultimate over. Donald Tirapano digs it into the pitch, and this time he's got all of it into the crowd. That's a terrific shot from Naveed. He's had a few dress rehearsals. On this occasion, right out the centre of the willow.
Good connection there. Mohammad Naveed did speak about being a little bit too predictable, constantly going into the wicket. We'll have a look at the replay. Pace off, and he's batted that. Good execution.
This time he's gone over the offside. There is a man out on the boundary. He's coming around and takes it. I tell you what, I thought he had misjudged it. I thought he had made a meal of that. But in the end, Timson Maruma, I think it is out there, has made the catch. He overran it slightly and then was able to adjust at the last minute and make the catch.
Looking for the Yorker, I've missed his length. It's gone a mile in the air. And Timson Maruma, one of the better fielders, he's got a great pair of hands on him. Never easy, these ones. Made it look comfortable. A little bit of a slip. But very important for Zimbabwe. They needed that breakthrough. Mohammad Naveed, he's played a good hand. 10 off 6 balls. They're now 165 for 6. New batsman, CP Rizwan. Very new to international cricket.
Oh, it's up in the air. Another wicket. Just tried to give himself room and hit it away through the offside. And all he's succeeded in doing is finding the safe mitts of Solomon Mire. So Rizwan is going to depart first ball. He's not going to trouble the scorers. You can't blame him, though. In this situation, he had to try and invent a stroke, try to find the boundary. But Donald Tirapano with another slower ball has got his number.
Yeah, pace off again. Right shot was on, just execution and just scooted off the side of his bat. Rizwan, he's gone first ball without scoring. UAE now 166 for 7.
Zahoor Khan is the new batsman for the UAE. 13 matches for him, nothing much to speak of insofar as average and strike rate. Best of 16. Jarvis. It's in the slot, it's up in the air. Will this be another wicket? Yep. Safe pair of hands. Sean Williams again. He's already taken one comfortable catch in the outfield. On this occasion, not so comfortable. Had to make at least 10, 15 metres, maybe even more to his right. He's a natural left-hander, so going to his wrong side. And in the end, he's put in a little dive for safety, but's taken a good catch.
Yeah, Jarvis looking for the Yorker. Missing his length, but miscued, mistimed it. Looks like it is going to fall in the gap. Sean Williams, he's got some pace. Covered some great ground there. Fielded really well at Sean Williams. Carl Jarvis, I feel these are his best ODI figures at the moment. So, Chirag Suri, he's gone for 4 of 8 balls. UAE still 166 for 8.
Righto, last ball. Carl Jarvis just making sure that his third man is in the right area. 4 for 16 thus far. Can he finish with a flourish? Well, he's followed him. This time Regis Jakubva uses the underarm. This time he's aware. And this time the result is a run out. He hits the stumps, and the Zimbabweans have finished very strongly here. You'd have to say that they were a bit sloppy in the field this morning. Bowlers didn't really get the ball in the right area after a fantastic start, but they've finished well. These last 6 overs could have been very nasty for them, but all bowlers have been spot on that occasion. Jarvis going short, Jakubva's away, a couple of steps. The underarm hits the stumps and nowhere near his ground. So they'll end up 9 down, 169 for 9 off their 35 overs. Well, the UAE, a great partnership this morning, but just failed to capitalise on these last 6 overs.
6 wickets in 6 overs. Zimbabwe will be very pleased with that. Kyle Jarvis, pick of the bowlers today.
56 for Gulam, 72 for Anwar, and it fell away a bit at the end, going after quick runs, trying to find the boundary. And in the end, after 35 overs in this rain-affected game, they end up on 169 for 9. Look at that partnership, 131 of 151 deliveries, excellent stuff. Great recovery between Anwar and Gulam, but then in the pursuit of boundaries at the end, not able to form any partnerships, and the Zimbabweans, you'd have to say, came back really well.
Welcome back to Harare Sports Club. We're just about to get underway in the second innings. The run chase. Zimbabwe will need 210. So if you're not familiar with the Duckworth-Lewis-Stoon method, then pay attention, because I'm glad to say that Tino Mowayo's joining me in commentary. He'll be able to explain exactly how it works. But the layman's version is that the United Arab Emirates were disadvantaged by the fact that the rain came when they still had 7 wickets in hand with 21 overs remaining. And Duckworth-Lewis, which is based on historically similar situations in previous one-day internationals, suggests that they might have gone on to make something like 210. Never mind what they did in the final 6 overs, where they weren't able really to capitalise after the half-centuries from Gulam Shabir and Shaiman Anwar. Oh my word, we were talking about how far Solomon Mary hits it, and that's gone into the rugby field next door.
That's exactly why I was saying he doesn't want him to hit it, Manners. He's happier with him not hitting it. He's very, very strong in this area. Solomon Mary, this time a little bit shorter in length, and he's got absolutely all of that.
Oh, there's trouble here. Oh, Mirai's oh, goodness, he's escaped. I actually don't know whether Regis Chakava would have made it to the non-striker's end had he accepted Mirai's call for the single.
See, what happened is he just ball watched a little bit. Regis Chakava, but I agree with you. I don't think he would have got there.
Oh, big swing, and Solomon Mary, I can tell you, when he swings at a delivery, he swings hard. No one was going to catch it. Bowler very disappointed, but nowhere near an opportunity, and Solomon Mary has thrown everything at that.
That's his natural game, isn't it?
There's a pull shot again. There's a man out there, and it's taken. Solomon Mary has held out, and it's a big wicket for the UAE. We spoke about his ability to take wickets, Khan. Guess what? He's replaced Naveed, run in, first ball, banged it into Solomon Mary, and he's picked him up.
Massive wicket this for the UAE. He's a big, big wicket, isn't he, Solomon Mary? There was a man on the hook specifically for that shot, and he bangs one in short the first time. We've seen Zahoor Khan in this ODI series. Look at that. Short, and Solomon Mary going for the big pull shot. And there's a man back there specifically for that shot. So the plan's worked, and no mistake whatsoever from the man in the deep. That's Mustafa is the man taking the catch, and what a catch that is. And that's the demise of Solomon Mary. He's got to go for 17, and Zimbabwe 23 for 1.
So Craig Irvin comes to the wicket to replace Solomon Mary. 86 matches, 82 innings. He's in some real form at the moment. 31.37 his average. He went through a bit of a lapse. That strike rate probably not the greatest. 13 50s and 200s. He played a big part in ensuring that Zimbabwe got home the other day. Top scored with 53. Well, you might say there was a chance, but he's absolutely smashed that through the covers. Shots that we haven't seen on the up. Craig Irvin hits his first boundary through the covers at 7 gone, 30 for 1. Well, he's played straight. It's in the air, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that was intentional. He didn't slog at it. He didn't try and overhit it. He got enough on it to get it over the infield at one stage. I think UAE thought that they were in the pound seats. 2 more to Reggie Chikapa. That's well swept. There's no fielder back there. Craig Irvin on one knee and helps himself to a boundary. 2 straight from Mustafa.
He's very strong in that area, Craig Irvin. He's going on one knee there, making sure he makes the contact, the necessary contact. Good improvisation this, using the sweep shot to good effect. All he has to do is that beat the man at 45, and that will run away for another boundary. So much needed boundary, welcome boundary for the Zimbabweans at this stage of the innings.
Well, he obviously runs the danger of not wanting to get too wide on the offside, so there'll be should be 1. They bowled him. And maybe say it didn't bounce much, but it looked like a quicker delivery, and Mustafa's got his man. It's another big wicket. Irvin has been the in-man for Zimbabwe, and he's just played a fantastic sweep shot. This one probably in between length. It looks like it did skid a bit. He's gone back to it. He's made out like it's kept a little bit low, and over goes the castle. Big wicket for UAE. Irvin's gone for 13, Zimbabwe 44 for 2. So, big wicket. We said Murray's wicket was big. He's Sean Williams. He's at the crease 124 matches. And the reason why he's there is because Craig Irvin has had his timber disrupted. And it's not pretty either, because it's an absolute mess.
Yeah, it's the one that goes with the arm, isn't it? The quicker one. It's just pushed that through with the arm, and Evan is expecting that to turn, and just undone by the lack of bounce. Optimistic appeal. That one just coming back off the angle. Height could have been the factor, probably came off the bat as well. Chakava just stuck on his crease in that last delivery.
Yeah, I think too much angle on this one. Oh, he's deep in the crease. On ball again, it looked like, and Reggie Chikapa might have picked that one. He's just helped it round the corner, and the 45, but absolutely no chance. It's well played. 50 up for Zimbabwe, 51 for 2, and Mustafa probably trying to bowl the same ball he bowled to Irvin. This one 2 straight.
This time 2 straight and whipped off the legs. Not the sort of line to bowl to Sean Williams. A little too straight, straying onto his pad. Zahoor Khan on that occasion. And Williams just helping it on its way around the corner. And what a stroke. Fabulous shot that is.
Oh, it's not where he wanted it to go, but he'll get 4. Sean Williams is a renowned sweeper and reverse sweeper. And every time he takes out the reverse sweep, whoever's on commentary normally says, well, that's the hockey player in him.
He was a fantastic hockey player. So he's got those hands, the wrists.
Lucky to get that very fast.
Get it! Man out there in the deep and long on. He's made an excellent job of it. Terrific work. I thought he'd overrun it. He wants a bit of support. It's not going to get much support behind there. I'm afraid that's a fairly small travelling support group for the UAE. But Williams has gone, and he's caught by Suri on the long-on boundary. Chirag Suri just looked like he'd overrun it, but he compensated, started to backpedal, and in the end he was in the absolutely perfect position, the catch it or wear it position, the hands in front of the face, and Williams has to go for 17. And now it's a bit of a struggle for Zimbabwe at 70 for 3. Skandar Azra is the new batsman coming in at number 5 now on the original score sheet that we were given, he was advertised to come in at number 7, which we did feel was a wee bit low, and if he does score at his usual rate of strike rate of 81.
Ah, lovely shot. Excellent stuff. If you had any doubt about the quality of this man, Secunda Raza, you just need to take a look at this. Brilliantly played.
We're talking about the run rate, 7.6 to the over, but if you're going to be putting away the bad deliveries as nicely as that, and running in between the wickets as well as they have been, then Zimbabwe are well on their way to getting close to this run chase. Struggling with an injured top hand, Secunda Raza, but that stroke didn't give any indication of that sort.
Pulled away, up in the air, he's put him down. It was a tough chance. How costly will that prove to be in the end? They'll get 3 for it. And in the end, it was just out of reach. He was trying to get it in the gap between square leg and fine leg. It teased him for a long while, this. A dive in the end, and he's grasped it.
Yeah, this will tell us just how far away from him it was. It's a great effort. It's a brilliant effort. He went with 2 hands, couldn't get both there, and then tried with the one. Disappointed, Ashfaq. So were the rest of his teammates.
That's up in the air. It's a long hop, and he's hit it straight down the man's throat and mid-wicket. Unbelievable stuff from Secunda Raza. It was a half tracker, and he's trying to hit it for 6 instead of just find the gap and hit it for 4. That's a poor shot. That's poor thinking, and he knows it.
It was a rank long hop, wasn't it? Looks like he got it right at the bottom of the bat, Secunda Raza, looking to clear the deep square leg boundary. Comfortable catch. About 7 meters in, and a really important wicket. They put him down in the last over, Secunda Raza. This time, the catch taken comfortably. So the end of Secunda Raza, 11 from 9, 92 for 4.
Average a little on the low side, strike rate as well on the low side. But that means nothing in this situation because he's got to come out and play a captain's innings. His team. That's up in the air again. It's aimed at a fielder out in the deep. Luckily for PJ Moore, he hasn't got it anywhere near the middle of the bat, so he'll survive.
Just wonder if the ball's just holding up in the surface a little bit. Again, that one hitting the lower part of the bat. .23 gone, 107 for 4.
43 of 68 deliveries for Regis Jakova and PJ Moore, new to the crease. Captain, 4 of 12. Everybody getting a start. Here's another one of those long hops freebie. This time he's pulled it away all along the ground. And that'll be a much-needed boundary for Zimbabwe.
This is well played by Regis Jakova. I say so because he's rolled the wrists and made sure that he's played the ball down, unlike his counterparts before, who have tried to hit that up and over.
Well, 50 for Regis Jakova. It's been a bit of a battle out there, but he's hung in. And he finds himself not out 50. 75 deliveries. But more importantly, he's still there. He's still hanging in for his team. And he's got to make sure that he bats it out to the end. Oh, he's got all of that. That's gone a long way back from PJ Moore. It was short of length, and he short-arm jabbed it over long on for 6.
We talked about PJ Moore and how well he likes to strike the spinners. It's the ball really well over the offside, long off, long on, and deep square. This is an example, slightly short, And he's crunched that over the man at long on.
Back up. Well ball, Lala.
Shot. Intelligent shot from Regis Chakapa. What he did well there was he moved late, got inside the line of the ball, didn't give the bowler an opportunity to change his delivery. And the man was up at 45, so once he got it up and over there, it was always going to be 4.
Yeah, when you want to play this particular stroke and you take the decision to do that, that's probably the best ball you'd want to receive right in the area. You can just flick it over. It's up in the air and it's in the gap, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. What have you done? He hasn't anticipated the spin. And it's gone to the boundary for 4. Jubilation for the supporters in the stands. And Sultan, well, he's made a real meal of that.
Watch the spin, Sultan. Watch the spin. And obviously desperately trying to get there to cut off the boundary. A fair bit of spin, and it goes past the left hand. A welcome boundary for PJ Moore and Zimbabwe. And the fans.
Oh, it's in the gap again. He's trying to play the same stroke, PJ Moore, this time a thicker outside edge, goes over backward point. It won't matter which way they come, as long as they come. A lot of these fans in the stands would have been here 8 or 9 months ago in Tina Mawoyo. They would have been in full voice, only to leave heartbroken. Will they be able to leave full of jubilation this time around or not? Oh, he's gone again. This time he's got enough on it. That's out the middle of the bat and that's out of the ground as well. Excellent strike from PJ Moore. This is exactly the over Zimbabwe needed at this juncture in the game. And PJ Moore, the captain of the Zimbabwe outfit, so far anyway, has come to the party.
Well, Alistair, you talked at the end of the last over about it's about time the Zimbabwean batsmen decide what role is going to be taken by who going forward in this match.
Lost to blow that. It's gone straight over the bowler's head. Crispy timing that from PJ Moore, the captain.
It's interesting, very interesting. He wants to change his gloves, but everybody is aware that light is fading and really, really quickly. He said to the umpire, look, my gloves are soaking wet. I cannot grip the bat. I know it'll use up another couple of minutes. Oh, he's got the Duckworth Lewis sheet. He can't see it on the scoreboard, or he wants to know what it is ball by ball, actually.
That's good cricket.
That
Looking
is
for
good
2.
cricket, isn't it? That's very clever batting. There you go. Scores a level once again. That physiotherapist was worked wonders on PJ Moore, hasn't he?
It was magic. Let's have a look at the running between the wickets. Just keep a close eye on PJ Moore as he scampers through the first one hard.
There's another very good piece of cricket. Very clever. Oh no, they're not going to come back for the second this time. But that's clever cricket from Reggie Chakapa, and he's taken him into the 70s. 72 from 96 balls.
He knows at this moment in time all they need is to just get the few singles, get above the par score as far as the Duckworth Lewis is concerned, and not lose a wicket. That's the key. You've got to keep the wickets in hand.
I don't mean to sound like a wise man after the event, but I did say from the very moment it was announced that it would be a 35 over a game, so that we wouldn't have time to get the overs in. It was clearly evident. So if there's any controversy here, the match officials have brought it upon themselves. They have brought it upon themselves. They've been either terribly advised about what time light fades, or they've just taken no notice of the situation. So if there's any criticism of the match officials, if and when this game is called off prematurely and there's a Duckworth-Lewis result, it's the match officials' fault. Gosh, this is clever batting from Reggie Chakabva.
Absolutely intelligent batting. Little nudge onto the onside. An easy two. Everyone is on the edge of the circle. Good man on the boundary. And they're trying to protect the boundaries, but Zimbabwe don't really need any boundaries at this stage. All they need is to be above or ahead of the Duckworth-Lewis par and not lose a wicket.
There are the match officials primarily responsible. They don't do the calculations themselves. They'll rely on the statisticians to do that, but they're the ones that endorse them. Steve Bernard is the match referee. Russell Tiffin is the third umpire. They're the ones who have to sign off on the numbers that they're given. And as I said, they may have been badly advised, but we were never, ever going to finish this match in normal light.
Oh, I agree 100% with you there, Neil.
Huge appeal for leg before wicket. I think he's got a bottom edge on it, didn't he? And I think they were hedging their bets, the UAE fielders. They ran up for the LBW initially and then wondered whether he might have bottom edged it onto his boot. 32 overs gone, it's 185 for 4. 25 needed to win from the last 3 overs. The umpires have decided that the light is not good enough. The game has been called off and Zimbabwe have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead in this 4-match series for the Surya Pump Cup. What a shame. It would have been preferable and far more satisfying to both teams if the game had been able to reach a natural conclusion, but poor administration, poor officiating has meant inevitably, as everybody who's ever been to this wonderful city in this wonderful country before, everybody knew that we wouldn't have enough light. There is no artificial light. The umpires have said, I'm sorry, but by my calculation, Zimbabwe needed to be 181 as a par score. They're 185, so how do we name this again? Zimbabwe win by 3 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis method, Duckworth-Lewis-Stern method. So the target was 210 for Zimbabwe, but they get home. 3 overs lost to bad light, 185 for 4, and United Arab Emirates making 169 for 9. We lost 30 overs in the middle of the day, 15 from both innings. That's why it's reduced to 35 overs a side. Unfortunately, insufficient light to get through. PJ Moor, 49 from just 35 deliveries. Terrific captain's innings in just his second game in charge.
Today's man of the match and to collect his award from Mr. Mudakuti is the captain, PJ Moore. Thanks, Peach. If you can just join me here. Peach, well done. First of all, your man of match performance. It was a tough little period there. I think Zimbabwe under a little bit of pressure, but you came in, played your shots, got us back and won it in the end. You must be very happy with that.
Yeah, thank you, Dirk. That's my first man of the match performance. And as a young boy, you always want to win games for your country, so I'm happy that it happened today.
Well, congratulations on your personal performance. Let's have a look at your captain's performance and the team as the winning captain. You said after match 1 you couldn't have asked for anything better. Today you're under a little bit of pressure. The bowling went really well in the beginning, then fell away a little bit. Big score to chase on that wicket, but the boys came through.
No, they did, and full credit to the 2 guys who batted in the middle for the UAE. The conditions were quite tough this morning, and I think they did a fantastic job to post that sort of a total. But credit to my bowlers when we came out after the rain break. I think we came out and we bowled exceptionally well. The guys fielded very well, and I was very proud of the way they came out and played.
You're watching OSN Crick.